Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of the Zone Fitness Podcast. I am your host, Josh, along with
Lisa Atchison.
That's right. And if you guys couldn't tell, she's the one that actually does all of the work because I am certainly not what we'd call the most active person. Actually, I take that back. I do. I just don't do enough running. Let's be honest.
Running, weightlifting.
Right. So clearly, I need all the help I can get. But before we get into why I need all of your help, I would like to know a little bit about you. So, Lisa, take it away.
Well, a little bit about myself. I'm 38 years old. I've been in fitness for 14 years.
Wow.
From Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
I played collegiate softball. Was an athlete for many years. Come from a very athletic family.
Cool.
Got a twin sister who played volleyball at school with me. I've got an older brother who played basketball in college, and a father who's a physician who played basketball in college as well.
Wow, so the whole family really is a
real competitive
sports family. Yeah.
I'd like to say most of my scars are from sports, but they're mostly from my siblings.
Oh, yeah, no, I've got those.
Yeah.
Mine were cousins playing basketball, football in the front and backyard, so I get it.
Exactly.
So, cool. And what really got you into fitness? I mean, what was the drive? Because not everybody says one day, I'm going to be a fitness instructor. You know, it requires a special kind of person and a special kind of dedication. So
yeah, it does. You know, and I'll say I'll be the first to admit that when I entered fitness, I came about it the wrong way. I thought I was going to go in there and work out with people and get paid to do it, and it's not that at all. It's really about making a connection with people and
really,
yeah, showing them how to make fitness fun and get to their goals. And really impact their lifestyle outside of the gym also.
Really?
Yeah.
So really you're building people, not necessarily working out yourself.
Yeah.
Now I get that now.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense. So as always, you mentioned that there are lots of things people can do to get in shape. So that requires a lot of methodology behind what you do. Mm-hmm. So give us some of the methods that you use or whatever. You know, you have certifications and stuff like that?
I do. Okay. Yeah. I'm kind of an old hat at personal training. So because my undergrad degree was in pre-physical therapy. So it was more of the science and medical background.
Yeah.
So when I came into personal training, I realized I wasn't the smartest person in the room. And because of that, I wanted to become the smartest person in the room. So I got certified in over 20 principles. It's an ongoing certification quest. I would say that I'm on. But I like to have a little bit of expertise in everything that's out there, so that I can better teach personal trainers on our staff, and then also implement little bits and pieces of each certification to help my clients. So it's really more curtailed for them.
So not only are you building people up, you're educating them and the other trainers.
Yeah.
So you're like a teacher. You're sports ed.
Teacher, psychiatry.
Yeah, well, that's I was going to say getting the mind conditioned to want to exercise is number one. I know that's number
Big
one.
time.
Because it does, I have to work myself up to doing those daily exercises that I do myself. But, they're fairly short, and that alone can feel like a battle.
Absolutely.
Most of the time. So you're helping people fight the battle to get into shape.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So do you have any personal preferences on what you teach people then?
I wouldn't say preferences. The clients and the trainers actually, whatever they need is they create their own quest. And then where I've found myself to be impactful and successful in personal training is being able to mold their workouts and their programs to fit what they like. It'd be really easy to say, like, my go-to is kettlebells. What if somebody's not comfortable with a kettlebell?
Sure.
And finding something else to help, move them past whatever plateau they're at in life with some other type of principle, whether it's TRX, boxing, running, cycling, or maybe small group training is more their thing. They don't like to work out alone with their personal trainer.
Yeah, need that boost from somebody else.
There's certifications for all of those.
Really?
Yeah.
What is the biggest obstacle you seem to run into when you get somebody started? Keeping somebody going, I'm sure, is its own obstacle, but just getting somebody to start.
There's a lot of fear involved when people start a workout program. Yeah. Sure.
Fear that they're going to look like they're out of shape compared to others?
Absolutely.
Which is crazy, because if you're in the gym, we should be cheering each other on because you've shown up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I try to tell people that when I was around, and they're like, I'm too scared to go. And it's like, well, no, you're here. If you're going to get in that shape, we'll get there together. That's
exactly
what you do.
True. 60% of our gym goers at our clubs have never had any type of a workout program that's specific for them or their goal. So they're really kind of running around blind in the clubs. And so, one of the hardest things to do as a personal trainer is being able to find that person on the floor or in their clubs or outside of their clubs even, and getting them to trust them enough to even walk through the doors. 'Cause it's scary. Fitness is scary. Exercise is scary. Yeah. They don't want to be judged. Judgment is huge right now. Nobody wants to end up on some sort of social platform for being made fun of for having poor form.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
And that's a huge,
Wow.
it's a huge fear. I'd say, 1 out of 2 people that I sit down in front of have that fear.
Wow.
And so they want to be made to feel protected and private and no judgment. And so the behavior aspect that you have to bring forth when you're meeting with these individuals is huge.
Wow.
One of the greatest licenses I got was in behavioral therapy.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's not all the science, it's not all the techniques and crafts. It's behavioral therapy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is real mental game compared to everyone else.
Huge.
So I know you would recommend. I would recommend people get a personal trainer because without it, it's easy to hurt oneself. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that, because there are people, like you just said, who just decide to pick up a weight one day and they have to put it back down the next day because they've hurt something. So what do they need to do?
And that's it. It's kind of that running blind kind of situation that we see in the clubs. So oftentimes the biggest mistake that people use is that they'll find some sort of Instagram celebrity or somebody. An influencer that they follow that does workout programs, but they're not certified. They don't have the education. They look good, and so they're chasing that aesthetic look. And so they'll try to emulate what they're doing on their workout programs with zero instruction at all. And so when they try to go recreate it, they don't know what weights to use. They don't know how to technically use them. They don't know the cautions that they should have when they're doing it. And so they go in there running blind and injure themselves.
Which happens a lot.
Yeah.
And that's what she is here to help prevent, guys. I mean, we need all the help we can get,
right?
Especially when it comes to exercise. So make sure you're doing it right.
Yeah.
That's half of where it is.
Even trainers.
Yeah.
Trainers need trainers. Yeah. I have a trainer.
Do you really?
Absolutely. I can't keep my eyes on myself.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
It's really.
We all have certain, like I'm watching the way that you sit right now. You lean to the left a little bit. So you probably have some sort of hip issues, maybe caused by a knee injury. You said that you fought.
Okay.
At one point. So do you have a knee that bothers you more than others?
Not really the knee. It was the hip. I get tight up here.
Tight hip flexors?
Yeah, hip flexors. See, you know better than I.
Yeah.
But that's what ends up, as I sit all day, it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
I get tight.
Sitting is the worst.
Right.
Yeah, sitting's the worst.
As I'm trying to get around the microphone, I also have a tendency to lean into it.
Yeah, you're a little stiff when you move.
Yeah.
Well, those types of propensities when you're working out, you may not see them or feel them because you're used to them.
Sure.
So if you have another set of eyes on you that can diagnose what's going on and then tell you how to correct your form, it'll keep you from getting injured, and it'll help you select exercises that'll get you to your goal faster and without injury.
So if I was to start showing up and we started videotaping this for the audience, you could transform me? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
I think that's a challenge I'm willing to accept.
If I can get in your brain.
What's that?
If I can get into your brain.
Oh, if you go in there, it's mostly just bats and air.
Bats and air.
Let's be honest. Sometimes you hear the air whistling through my head. So before we leave and the audience wants to contact you and stuff, give us some interesting facts about you real quick.
Interesting facts about me. Man, I've got a fraternal twin who lives in Denver also. We couldn't be more opposites as far as left brain, right brain. I'm very science, where she is, she majored in mathematics and works in computer software now.
Wow.
I couldn't tell you what an algorithm is to save my life.
Yeah, we use them here too, and I don't.
No idea. No idea.
Yeah.
She's taller than I am. She's light-skinned. Played volleyball. Her lower body's big and strong. My upper body's big and strong. I have zero leg strength. She can jump through a gym, and I can't.
Wow.
Save my life. Just literally polar opposites. But she's wonderful. She's my best friend.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Dogs, cats, pets,
dogs,
anything like that?
3 dogs.
Ooh,
quintessential Denver.
Yeah, everybody's got the
3 dogs. Yeah, there are stair steppers. We've got one giant dog. His name's Monster. He's 150-pound Bernese Mountain Dog.
Cool.
And then we've got 2 rescues that are stair steps.
Oh,
yeah,
love to hear
Teddy
it.
and Roosevelt.
All right, so how do people get a hold of you so we can get the workout started?
Okay, so you can reach me at Lisa at prestigefitness.com. prestige-fitness.com.
Okay.
You can also reach out to us via any one of our Facebook pages at any of our Zone Athletic clubs or any of our Prestige Fitness Facebook pages. Just direct message us and say you're looking for Lisa, and it goes straight to me.
Guys, get a hold of her as soon as possible today. You need to get started right now. We've all been locked up because of this whole COVID thing. So it is time to just get back outdoors and do the things you've always wanted to do for yourself that you deserve. Everybody really does deserve. You live so much healthier when your body is in the shape.
Absolutely. Now is the time to build your immune system. If anybody's worried, the best way to do it is through exercise, and it's also the most affordable.
Wow. See, all the things that we learn, an educator and everything. Cool. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. This has been the Zone Fitness Podcast. I'm Josh, and this is
Lisa.
Saying get a hold of her, get this thing started, and we'll see you guys soon.